Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be good. You see, I've been thinking a lot lately about people. Oh, not just any people, but those people you know, the type, the ones who think they've got it all figured out. They think they can play you like a puppet on strings, tugging at your heart, pulling your mind, making you dance to their tune. Oh, but here's the real joke, their biggest crime. It wasn't the games they played, it wasn't even the lies they told, no. Their biggest crime, my dear friends, was the idea, the delicious idea that they could outsmart you, outplay you, manipulate you into being their little toy. And that, my friends, is where the real punchline lies. You see, they thought they had you figured out, but they didn't. Now let me paint a little picture here for you. You've been walking around, living your life, wearing your heart on your sleeve, showing the world just how open and generous you are. A smile here, a favor there, a favor there, a little forgiveness, a little extra patience. And why not, huh? Why not give people the benefit of the doubt? After all, you've got a good heart. It's a strength, not a weakness, right? Well, that's where it gets interesting. They thought your kindness was a crack in the armor. They saw your empathy, your willingness to give, and thought, a fool, an easy mark, someone I can use, someone I can take advantage of over and over again. They'll never see it coming. Oh, but that's where they went wrong, isn't it? They thought they were the architects of this grand game, the puppet masters pulling your strings. But the joke, my dear friends, was on them all along. They didn't realize who they were dealing with. They didn't realize that you were playing the long game, and you knew exactly what they were doing. Oh yes, you knew, but you let them think they had control. You let them think they were winning, because really, who cares about a few rounds in a game that you've already won? Isn't it tragically hilarious when the people who thought they were pulling the strings find out they were the marionettes all along? Oh, the look on their faces when the mask finally slips. That's my favorite part, the revelation. The moment they realize you were never as naive as they thought. You were never as weak as they imagined. They were the ones tangled in their own web of lies, while you were always steps ahead. Let's not kid ourselves. They came in with their false smiles, their honeyed words, and at first it felt real, didn't it? It felt like maybe, just maybe, they were sincere. Maybe you had found someone who could finally see you for who you are, appreciate you for all the goodness you have inside. But then, slowly, oh so slowly, the cracks began to show. Little lies here, subtle manipulations there. You noticed it all, every little misstep, every quiet betrayal. You saw it, but you kept your cool. Because why? Because you're not a fool. You're the kind of person who gives people enough rope, knowing they'll eventually hang themselves with it. And they did, didn't they? They thought they could keep going forever, playing their little games while you sat there in silence, biding your time. It's almost poetic, the way it plays out. They push and push, thinking they're getting away with it, while you, my friend, are quietly sharpening your blade. They never saw it coming. Because here's the thing, when people play games with you, when they think they can twist you around their little finger, they never count on you waking up, do they? They never count on the moment when you finally have had enough. And that moment when it comes, isn't it glorious? That moment when you stand up, when you let them know that you were onto them the whole time. When you show them that the kind heart they mistook for weakness was actually your greatest weapon. And then, with a smile, you walk away. Oh, that's the part that really gets me. The walking away. The silence. The utter, crushing realization that not only did they lose you, but that they never even knew you to begin with, that they were never in control, never the mastermind. They thought they could play you like a fiddle, but you had the last laugh all along. They lose, and they don't even know what hit them. That's the punchline. And the best part is what comes next. Oh, they'll look for you. They'll search for you in everyone they meet. They'll try to find someone else to fill the void you left behind. But let me tell you, they will never find another you. Because people like you, people who give their all, who love deeply, who care without conditions, are rare. And once you've had that, once you've experienced the real thing, every cheap imitation that comes after is just a disappointment. Oh, they'll try, all right. They'll try to replace you with someone easier, someone who won't see through their games, someone they can control. But deep down, they'll know they've lost. They'll know they let the real thing slip through their fingers. And that, my friends, that is the sweetest revenge of all. The regret that follows them, haunting their every thought, every choice, every failed relationship from here on out. They thought they could play you? Ha 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 ha. What a joke. And let's talk about respect for a second, shall we? You gave them your respect. You gave them your trust. You gave them your heart. And what did they do with it? They stomped on it. They laughed at your loyalty. They mocked your devotion. They thought they were untouchable. But here's the thing about people like that: they think they're invincible right up until the moment they fall. And oh, fall they will. Because the world has a funny way of balancing itself out, doesn't it? You can only mistreat someone for so long before the scales tip in the other direction. You can only play so many games before the universe steps in and says, enough is enough is enough. And when that moment comes, when the karmic debt comes due, they will look around and realize they are all alone. They'll wish they had you by their side. But by then it's too late. And here's the kicker: they'll never forget you. They'll never be able to escape the memory of what they had and what they lost. No matter how far they run, no matter how many people they try to replace you with, you'll always be there in the back of their mind. The one who got away. The one they couldn't break. The one who played the game better than they ever could. You see, my friends, the true power doesn't lie in manipulation. It doesn't lie in playing games or trying to control others. The true power lies in knowing who you are, in standing tall, even when others try to tear you down. The true power lies in walking away when you realize your worth, in refusing to engage in their petty little games, in letting them spiral out of control while you remain calm, collected, and whole. And oh, they'll remember you. They'll remember the day they thought they could play you, and they'll laugh at themselves for even trying. Because in the end, you're not just a player in their game, you're the one who rewrites the rules. You're the one who walks away with your head held high, leaving them to stew in their own regret. So to all those who thought they could play you, ha, you thought you had the upper hand, didn't you? You thought you could pull the strings, manipulate the outcome. But the joke's on you. Because you never saw the real punchline coming. You never realized that the one you thought you were playing had already won the game. So here's to you. To the ones who thought they could outsmart, outplay, outmaneuver the kind-hearted. To the ones who mistook patience for weakness, who saw forgiveness as something to be exploited. You thought you were the mastermind. But in reality, you were nothing more than a footnote in someone else's victory. And that, my friends, that's the funniest